right, y'all. Hello and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx, just Alyx. Do I sound good? Do I look good? Am I live? I think everything looks okay. I don't have any issues so far. Thank you guys for being here. I'm asking that because it is currently raining, so I'm a bit worried that might interfere with my broadcast. But we're gonna truck along. I had to be up here. I had to be up here to talk about the return of Mr. Straight Edge, of the best in the world, CM Punk, surprising everyone at Quake by the Lake. We had hints that he could return. Even Dave Meltzer made mention that the plan was for him to return for All Out. But what got people worrying and got people questioning if he was actually healthy was during these cons, comic cons or conventions, he was wearing a foot, I think it was a foot brace or something like that. He had a brace over his foot and he would ice it every once in a while. So people were worried and concerned that he wasn't healthy enough for a return. But here he was at these conventions and he was doing all sorts of media appearances. They're like, man, like, are you sure you're ready to come back? But when he hit that ring and he ran down that ramp, he was 100% healthy. He was healthy to wrestle. Now, as of right now, he hasn't been cleared to perform, but let's be real, I think he's good. I think he's set. The moment I saw CM Punk and Jon Moxley face off, I went, see you at AEW All Out in Chicago. Wow. That main event, Jon Moxley versus CM Punk. Ooh, that's good. The promos leading up to it. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be awesome. It's so good to have Punk back. And not just Punk. Last week we got the return of Adam Cole, baby! The week before that we had Bryan Danielson, who's also gonna be on Friday this week, and he's fighting Daniel Garcia in a 2-on-3 match next Wednesday. 2 out of 3 falls. Excuse me, 2-on-3. 2 out of 3 falls match. Don't know where I was going with that, sorry. But yeah, he's basically back. And now it is my pleasure to announce that next week we're getting the return of Kenny Omega. They confirmed it tonight when the Young Bucks asked Hangman Page, and Hangman Page turned it down. Now, originally, it was always going to be Omega, but they had Hangman Page in the wings just in case Omega wasn't healthy enough. And I still think that's the case. He's on standby in case Omega can't do it. But it's looking like Omega's set. I love it. I love it, man. I'm excited to see AEW back at full strength. Omega, Punk, Danielson, Cole. The big stars are back. And it makes me very happy. And it's needed. I've noticed the numbers have been down. Not just ratings, but in terms of attendances. Across the board. They needed Punk. Big time. And now that he's back, and it looks like he's going to be wrestling. He's back full time and healthy. I'm super excited. I think All Out is going to be fantastic. I thought last year's was one of the best pay-per-views I've ever seen. This year, if what I think comes to fruition actually happens, I do think this will end up being pay-per-view of the year again. It's going to be hard to top a pay-per-view where the main event is CM Punk versus Jon Moxley. Just saying. But we got a lot of other things to talk about. I am super excited to get into Dynamite tonight. And I notice people on social media, for some reason, still doing the whole AEW versus WWE crap. Oh, it was mid. Wasn't as good as Raw, wasn't as good as SmackDown, where Karrion Kross came back. Guys, you know it's okay to like both shows, right? Now, I might be the resident AEW fan, the AEW supporter savant, if you will. But I'm loving the new direction for WWE too. I love both wrestling shows. I'm loving wrestling, period. I think this is a great time to be a wrestling fan because you can love everything. Everything's great. And you know something? The people who are still stuck in their WWE versus AEW mindsets, that's you. At this point, you're just looking for something to hate. You need something to hate because you're miserable. And you can't take people being happy. And so you have to tarnish it. You have to ruin it. You have to be negative Nancy because you're the type of person that needs the entire day to be bad for everyone, for you to feel good being in a bad mood, for you to feel good not being happy. Sorry, that doesn't work, especially here in Alyx's world. But hey, that's not my business. I'm gonna get that over eventually. I'm gonna see how often I can keep that going before I get sick of it. Yo, let's pay these bills. Let's pay these bills and also get into some wrestling news. I do want to talk about Tony Khan speaking about certain wrestlers being unhappy in WWE. We gotta talk about Kris Statlander, who got injured, who was supposed to fight Thunder Rosa. I feel bad for that. Damn, of all times to get injured. I guess we'll talk about Ric Flair. Gotta get to him too. And then we'll get to Dynamite featuring the return of CM Punk. So, hope you stick around. You guys ready? Let's knock it out the park. If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. While you're at it, help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Ladies and gentlemen, YouTube memberships have gotten an upgrade. I have taken the liberty of making the YouTube memberships a little bit more enticing, if you know what I mean. How's about we take a little walk over to these membership perks? I've changed the names. I've gotten rid of all the wrestling terms. It's no longer novice, mid-carder, main event, world champion. No. I made it more inclusive. Family, VIP, superstars, the elite, the League of Megastars, and sponsorships. It is the same thing on Patreon, so if you would rather use Patreon, you can go over there too. But here's a cool thing. I wanted you to see this part. For those who haven't really been a member yet, check this out. 50% off your first month. But it's only for the first 3 tiers. So if you, I think this is for a limited amount of time though. So you might want to hop on this.
I love wrestling. Arguing over company loyalty is divisive and immature heart.
Say it loud, Joy. Say it loud. Yeah, back over here. I want you guys to take a look at this. 50% off your first month. So if you're someone that's struggling financially, but you want to donate, but you can only donate a certain amount, seriously, hop in this family tier here. Because with the family tier, basically you just get shout outs. I don't ask for much. I'm not telling you to give me your entire wallet or stop paying your bills to help me out. It's just whatever you can donate to help a brother. Because think about it. That $2, that $2.99 goes a long way when 100 people do it. You see what I mean? $2.99 with 100 people, from 100 people. That's a lot for me. But it's not just there, you know. It goes into VIPs, which gets you exclusive polls, exclusive access to early videos, like my interview with Victoria. Yes, Lisa Marie Varon, aka Victoria. I am interviewing her next week. We'll do the interview next week and it will go live next Friday. But check this out. If you have VIP access or higher, you can watch the interview Monday. You'll get it early Monday if you have VIP. Superstars, the elite. The elite portion is where you can request a video of your choosing. League of Megastars, free merchandise. Free merch, free items, and sponsorships. If you're not like a big company or anything, don't worry about that. You don't have to worry about that portion. That's for Oprah. That's for Tyler Perry. The rest of y'all, those regular folks that got bills to pay, listen, family, VIP superstars. If you really, really are like a hardcore fan of mine, go for it. You can go for sponsorships. You can go for League of Mega Stars. But honestly, you can help me out by just being family. Family's good, man. Whatever you can do. So hop on this 50% off your first month. I don't know how long that's going to be up, but if you were thinking about joining, now's the time to do it. Sounds good? Okay, so getting back to my introduction, join the membership today. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or review, past, present, or future, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks button after the fact if you would like to donate. You can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at just Alyx Central, give me a follow on Instagram, and give me a follow on Spotify. But don't forget to give me a follow on TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cashapp, VENMO, and yes, super chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, and please get yourself a t-shirt today. Pro Wrestling Tees, get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt, get you a new school Alyx's World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie. America, cause it's the remix. T-shirt made by X, Ox, and Firestar Heart. All of this down below in the description box. And are you a fan of listening to music? Cause I know you use Spotify. I know you use Apple, iTunes. You might even use iHeartRadio. But the real service you should get is Amazon Music Unlimited. Why, Alyx, how do I get access to that? Well, I'm about to tell you. Not only am I about to tell you how to get it, I'm gonna give it to you for free. Free 99. So how's about we get a quick word from my sponsor, and then we'll get to some shoutouts. Today's video is sponsored by Amazon Music Unlimited, featuring 70 million songs and thousands of expert playlists. With Amazon Music Unlimited, you can listen to any song, anytime, anywhere, on all your devices. Smartphone, tablet, PC, Fire TV, and even Amazon Echo. Today, if you sign up using the link getamazonmusic.com, just Alyx, you'll get a 90-day free trial that you can cancel at any time. Following that, you'll be paying a small $7.99 that includes no ads and no interruptions. Take advantage of this opportunity today using getamazonmusic.com, just Alyx, in the description below. All right, I saw that new member. Is that who I think it is? Is that Mr. Unfamiliar? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Mr. Unfamiliar, who recently won himself a chance to win $500 in the Wrestle Rumble contest. Yo, Mr. Unfamiliar, you should try it again for, I think they're doing 2. For those who love Wrestle Rumble, they will be doing 2 of them. They will be doing, I see a troll in the live chat. Let me take care of that really quickly. They will be doing one for All Out and another one for Clash at the Castle. So if that's something you enjoy, how's about we do 2 of them at the same time? You just never know what could happen, ladies and gentlemen. I think I might be able to get us a few forms for both as time goes by. But yeah, I thought Dynamite was great. So ignore the troll. Hey, how's about we show some love to the moderators? I'm talking about Ultra Sean 97, Firestar Heart, Elias Ademi, and Godzilla Hawk, who help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. And I believe I see a YouTube member, well, 2 now, because Mr. Unfamiliar just became 1. No, 3, make that 3, excuse me. We got former Super Chat champion King Mike Tuts, Joy McElroy, and now Mr. Unfamiliar. Wait, did I see TXC? I'm almost certain I saw TXC. Listen, there's a lot of people here. If I missed you, please don't be offended. Okay, maybe I'm just seeing things. Regardless, let's get these shoutouts out the way. I don't want to keep y'all here for too long. Thank you to the following people for being here. Khalil does everything, a regular who's almost never missed a stream. You want to know why? Because he definitely does everything. Good to have you here. Sam 3, Night Thrax, Great Reginald Scott, Billy Ray Allen, Anthony What? We got Valhalla Erickson, I think you're a regular. Well, if you're not, welcome. But I feel like I've seen you before. I feel like you have. This guy's a regular. Wrestle Spider, Wrestle Spider. Dun, 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 the Wrestle Spider. Dun, dun. I might do a full intro for you next time, man. I don't know. He can wrestle, he can fly. He's the guy, yeah, he is. Look out, Wrestle Spider. I'll work on it. I just winged that one. Sorry, I don't know what that was. Where am I? I said Valhalla. I said Nithrax. Did I say Agus Chaos? I don't think so. Agus Chaos, Joseph Winters, JJ Bulldog. I see Sick Gamer in the building. Sick Gamer 5. Good to have you here, man. Sean Swaby. Juan Oscoro. Orozco? Is it Orozco or Oscoro? Juan Orozco. I don't know why I said Scoro. I'm thinking freaking Pentagon Escoro. Sorry about that. Uh-oh. He is back. We got Sega! I love that. Sega, man. You should show up in every stream so I can do that. Jonathan Ayala. Jonathan Ayala. I think I said your name right. Bryce Blackwell, King of Hecko Mundo, TLB the Fly Guy, Robert Brown. I think I saw Jamarcus Williams. Yep, Jamarcus Williams. Monaco 42. We also got Kenny the Trend, the wrestler. Kenny the Trend. Kid Kato. Reezy. Corleone? Reezy Corleone. Did I get that right? Tell me if I got that right. Michael Walker, Adam Ritter, and last but not least, let's give it to Leo Melanio. Thank y'all for being here. I see 110 people watching me live. You could be anywhere here in the YouTube space watching some of the best wrestling commentators on the planet. You chose me, and I'm going to give you great content. So sit back, relax, pausing super chats now, and enjoy the show. And don't forget to leave a comment after the fact. It helps drive traffic. Let's get the most depressing news out the way. So, Kris Statlander unfortunately got injured during an episode of Dark. I believe it was during the finishing sequence. She was going for a running boot, and she hit her opponent, and her knee buckled right at the end. She pinned her 1, 2, 3. She finished the match, and I think she was able to walk out, but the injury was very severe. And Tony Khan ruled that she's out on injury, and I think she's gonna need surgery. And it sucks because she was next in line to fight Thunder Rosa at All Out. It was gonna be Kris Statlander versus Thunder Rosa. That sucks. I can't tell you how much that sucks. There was a lot of momentum behind Kris for a few months now. I think it was, you know when it was? It was that match against Ruby Soho for Rampage. Right. It was the one right before the pay-per-view, which was live. And I forgot what happened, but the crowd completely turned on Ruby Soho. I knew she beat Kris Statlander. I remember that. But I can't remember exactly when they turned on Ruby. But yeah, everyone got behind Kris. And the funny thing is, she wasn't even supposed to be in the tournament. Hikaru Shida was supposed to be in the tournament. But Hikaru Shida had some issues, visa issues or something that kept her out. And Kris Statlander took her place. And ever since then, people have been begging, pleading for AEW to give her an opportunity. Give her a shot. Something. Really give her a title, but give her a shot. And right before she got her shot, she got hurt. I feel bad, man. I just think this girl has the worst luck, because she got hurt before. I think she was supposed to get another title shot, that she got injured again. I can't tell you how bad of a luck that is for her. That being said, this is probably good. Let the crowd miss her a little bit more, yearn for her, so then when she does return healthy, she could win the title. Because to be fair, she was in a feud with Jade Cargill, And I don't know about y'all, but I don't think Kris Statlander should be going for the TBS title. That's more so Athena's round. So I'm happy we're doing Athena versus Jade Cargill. That feels right. Kris should be going for the women's world title, the top one. And if you've been following me, you'll know I'm a huge Kris Statlander fan. If y'all want her to be champion, I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong. I'm all good with her being world champion, women's world champion. I'm not gonna be that person that's just like, why can't y'all just love Thunder Rosa or be happy with Britt? No, fuck that shit. Kris Statlander's been here long enough to earn a title shot and to earn a run. Fuck it. Why not? Give her a shot. She might not do well, or she could do amazing. I think Kris Statlander would be a great world champ. Women's world champ. But she has to get healthy first. And I think when she does come back, depending on how severe the injury is, then yeah, I don't mind her winning that title. If the crowd wants it by that point. But yeah, Kris Statlander cannot catch a break. I wish her a speedy recovery, and hopefully things will get better for her. From Kris Statlander to Ric Flair. Oh my goodness. So, Ric Flair did an interview. It was on some podcast. I can look it up really quickly. But in this interview, he was asked about his final match. What was supposed to be his last, legitimately last freaking match ever. Ever. Right? Never again do I want to see Ric Flair ever again step inside the ring. And during this interview, and I shit you not, he revealed two things. And this was on the Ric Flair podcast. All right, never mind. It was on his podcast. He revealed two things. He revealed he passed out twice during the match. Not like knocked out. He passed out. He was out cold. He went into the match completely out of ring shape, passing out twice. And then he revealed, and this is going to come as a shock to all of you, he reveals that he wishes it wasn't his last match. He actually said that. And I quote, "I wish I hadn't said it was my last match." That's what he said. I'm not making it up. Here's something else he said. Let me just read over again. "I wish I hadn't said it was my last match." That's gonna get me heat. No shit. Back to it. "Hell, they wanted me to wrestle in Puerto Rico on Saturday night. I said, guys, the Nature Boy, woo, the Kiss Dylan, Willin, Dylan, son of a gun, cannot get back into the ring 1 week later." And the guy looked at me and said, "Well, you know what? You could retire in Puerto Rico, can't you?" I mean, they offered him like 50 grand to 100 grand. So, yeah, I kind of figured after watching how bad that match was, he wasn't going to be satisfied. Again, Ric Flair needs to know he can still do it. And that match, to me, was the right match to have in terms of letting him know, you don't got it no more. Flair, this ain't for you no more, man. You don't got it no more. You don't got it no more. What is that? What does that remind me of? Oh man, what was that? Oh, they kicked your ass and they rattled your brain. Too much of that will drive a man insane. You can do, but you will lose, 'cause goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Oh, The Rock, when he did that promo. "I know you're looking at the people's strudel." Oh my god, Rick, they rattled your brain, man. You need to call it a day. Someone needs to lock him up. Someone needs to get him into a retirement home and let him know, Flair, it's over. But who's gonna tell him that? Here's the problem with someone like Ric Flair. He has so much respect, an utmost amount of respect, that people are scared to tell him to retire. It's like The Undertaker. People were scared to tell him to retire for years because of how much respect they had for him. Taker should have retired, to me, in 2014. 2014. No match after that was better. After his final match with CM Punk. The match before, though, went in 2014. He never got back to that level again. You had a couple of matches in there that were good. And of course, that last match with AJ Styles was awesome, but it wasn't really a match. You get me? Inside the ring, the last great match he had, awesome match he had, was with CM Punk. Period. But he should have retired long before then. At least Taker finally had the strength to muster up a retirement. Ric Flair, how long has he been doing this? He should have retired, well, 2008, duh. But honestly, probably before then. He's been doing this longer than Taker. Think about that. He's been wrestling longer than Taker. And it's scary that people like Triple H, who has a pacemaker in his heart, Taker, who can barely walk, whose entire body is made out of metal, titanium, if even that. All these wrestlers who can barely go through a day without feeling pain in their 40s, let alone their 50s. Ric Flair wants to continue wrestling in his 70s. He can't let it go. But of all people that need to let it go, he needs to be someone that should be told, you got to let it go, man. You gotta let it go, Flair. This is not it no more, man. I don't know. Who's gonna be that person to grab Flair by his hand and be like, bro, it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go, Flair. I don't know what else to say. This is sad. But what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? At this point in time, if he hasn't retired, he's probably never gonna retire. I hate to say that, but if he does get back inside the ring, which I hope he doesn't, but I think he is, just don't die. That's it. I understand that previous match was garbage, and I think he knows it was garbage, so he has to continue doing it until the right one comes along. But man, it's not worth it. You're Ric Flair. You don't need to do this no more. You just don't. Give me your thoughts about that. I'm moving on. Tony Khan. Tony Khan was in the news because, check this out, rumors were swirling that there were some talent backstage that were unhappy. Unhappy with, you guessed it, not getting TV time. People's names that were thrown around were Miro, I think Andrade, Malachi Black. Oh, they're not getting TV time. They're unhappy. And I think this stemmed from a tweet from Miro. Miro tweeted, matter of fact, while I'm talking about it, let me pull it up. Let me go to Twitter. Matter of fact, let me do this real quickly. Let me put it on the screen here. Gonna click. There it is. We're gonna go to Miro. We're gonna find. Okay, there he is. And we're gonna go to the tweet. Oh, you are not Brandon Cutler. Is that it? Let me see. Did he reply to? There it is. Okay, right here. So this is the tweet that started. Who's the guy fighting for the title? And then Mance Warner replied, Mance Warner. And then he said, you are not Brandon Cutler. So this is what started people thinking that he was unhappy. And I think if I go to my likes, I could find and probably will find him. There it is. Are you still in AEW? Seems like you had it better in WWE. So this is what got people talking, that Miro was unhappy. And this is the part where I think fans are getting a little too into the drama here. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Because if you really, really think about it, you're saying he had it better in WWE. Did he really? Tony Khan is booking Miro like a monster. Now, Miro, when he was Rusev, the Russian sympathizer, the Russian brute, whatever the hell they called him, before he was the Bulgarian brute, where he had Lana and he was a fan of Vladimir Putin. Ugh. Ooh, that did not age well at all. Fuck, that didn't age well. You know, he was booked strongly. Then he lost to John Cena, and that was it. Miro is still pretty strong. Very heavily featured. Promos are amazing. He had a very strong title run with the TNT title. And everyone was upset when he first came in as a video game sidekick of Kip Sabian. Then he went on that strong-ass run, and people now love him. So, if you're upset that he wasn't getting TV time, it has nothing to do with Tony. The reason why he wasn't on TV was because Malachi Black was dealing with a back issue. So, those of you who watch Dynamite, most of you watch me now, you know that he's involved with a program. He's involved in a program, with Malachi Black, Buddy Murphy, and Brody King, the House of Black. And the reason why that hasn't been featured as much is because Buddy Murphy and Malachi Black have been out on injury. We all know this. We all know that AEW has been plagued with injuries. And so that's pretty much hurt the shows. That being said, they still held their own since losing all of this talent. But the reason why he hasn't been on TV is because his program has been on hold because Malachi Black and Buddy Murphy have been out. Well, they came back this week. Guess what? So did Miro. I love that Tony Khan doesn't just drop storylines when people are out. He's like, look, we got a full roster of talent we can feature. You just chill at home. So I'm very, very happy. I am very happy he didn't drop the angle. He could have easily dropped the angle and then pushed Miro to a world title match against Jon Moxley where he would lose. I'm gonna say that again. To everyone complaining about where Miro should have fought Jon Moxley on Rampage, yeah, so he could lose? Then you would be bitching that he was booked to lose. He's at least involved in a program that can elevate not just him, but also the House of Black and everyone else involved. Don't give me that bull crap about, at least if he was on TV, you would have been using him and he would actually look better. No, you would be pissed off. You'd be bitching like you are now that he's not on TV, that he should have beaten Moxley. Because again, most of you are miserable and you need something to complain about. But Tony Khan, being very self-aware, was able to read these comments and responded accordingly. I think he was on which podcast was that? I'm going to assume it was Busted Open Radio, right? Maybe. Let me look it up. I think it was Busted Open Radio. It was not. It was Super Crossover Podcast. And he said the following, responding to reports or rumors that talent were unhappy. And basically said there's a really good camaraderie and momentum backstage. I can't get everybody on TV. It is challenging in some ways when you have 3 hours of television, 2 hours of Dynamite, 1 hour of Rampage. I get that. If you're looking at a competitor that has 7 hours of television, the people in that company are twice as likely to be on TV if you look at it that way. It's very competitive for spots, but it also means people have to maximize their time when they get it, whenever it is, whether it's on TV or streaming, And I do think our TV show and the participation we've had from fans and why we all feel so good this year is it's great to be back on the road this year after doing shows in lockdown and at sometimes empty stadiums. He thinks the vibe backstage is overall positive. He also announced that with a new group, hopefully, the new staff he hired, the new management that he brought in, Madison Rayne, I think it's Christopher Daniels, Sanjay Dutt, Pat Book, Tony Schiavone, people in talent relations spots, team, I think it's a creative team or creative coordinators, coaches, all that jazz. A lot that he's done to make things easier. So he's listening and he's improving. And that's good. You need that. You need someone who's willing to at least look at himself and go, okay, how can I improve myself? And that's what Tony's doing. And tonight, the show was amazing. So it's working. And with superstars returning, Kenny Omega, CM Punk, Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson, it's going to get even more fun because the crowds are about to pack out this shit. I'm excited. I am super excited right now. So yeah, I mean, it was common sense before, but in case you didn't figure it out, here's how I can explain it to you. Would you rather have a WWE that has too much TV time with very little roster to work with? Seriously, it's 2 hours of SmackDown, 2 hours of NXT, and 3 hours of Raw, and you barely have anybody. It's like you have to stretch everybody thin. It's ridiculous how thin these shows are stretched because of how small the roster is. So would you rather have that, or would you rather have a massive roster with only 3 hours each week, which means you'll get new faces and new matches all the goddamn time? Not everyone will be featured all the time, but when they are, they feel special. Which one would you want? That's my question to you. Would you rather want the WWE or the AEW? Me personally, I'd rather have AEW because you get hot crowds like we got tonight because everyone is excited to see who's going to be on the show. I mean, kind of reminds me of NXT. NXT had a big roster, but they only had 1 hour each week. You can make it work. I would rather be AEW. That's just me. So give me your thoughts about that. I think that's the only thing left to talk about. Wait, nope. I just remembered. We got one more thing to talk about. Mickie James. Pretty Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you so fine. She really is fine for her age. Jesus Christ almighty, that woman does not age. Mickie has caused an uproar, if you will, when she posted this cryptic tweet. I think she teased retiring. We had this fan asking, "You're too good to retire." And she says, "I appreciate you. Honestly, I've been so blessed and loved my fans so much. I wouldn't have had all this without you. What is left for me to prove anymore? What else can I do? I'd rather bow out screaming women's wrestling matters from the top of the mountain than the valley." So, there you go. It's looking like Mickie might be ready to retire. I decided to respond to this with a tweet. I know Madison Rayne was just brought in to be a coach, and I'm not hating on Madison Rayne. I don't need to like her personally to see or to not see what contribution she will be to AEW. You know, I can imagine she'll do great for the character department. But Mickie James, I feel like she needs to be someone they hire because they need someone who at one point in time was at the top of her game. She literally was the women's champion. Not just once, but a couple of times in WWE. She went to WrestleMania against Trish Stratus, fought Lita. You need someone like Mickie James who knows how to connect, who knows what it's like to be at the top. That's who you need. You got veterans, but you need like a top class athlete and business mind and creative mind and someone that could really elevate your division like Mickie James. So I think Tony Khan should hire her as a coach. Why not? Serena Deeb, Madison Rayne, and Mickie James? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I say go for it. That is awesome. You got a big enough roster to make that work. You're constantly hiring women anyways. Why not? I think they should hire Mickie James as a coach. Hell, maybe hire her as a creative mind. I hear they're trying to bring in Maria to be creative for ROH. Fuck it. Her and Mickie James can help write the women's division. Screw it. Why not? Why not? So yeah, if she feels like she doesn't have much to do or there's nothing left for her, I think she should go to AEW as a coach. That's what I think. How y'all feel about that? Let me know. Okay, before we get to Dynamite, let's play these super chats. I know y'all have been just kind of waiting for me to say stuff, so I'm going to play some super chats and then we'll get to the rest of the show.
Definitely singing Cult of Personality at the bar.
Cult of Personality. Ba-da-da-na-na-na-na-na. Look in my eyes. What do you see? My goodness. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Hope you have a good time singing that at the bar, of course. Oh, and I see I have over 100 people here, but I still have less than 100 likes. What y'all doing? Get these likes up. I should be able to at least see 100 likes. One more thing. I almost forgot to plug this. Now, this is important. Raw Cognizance, my podcast, is literally 7 people away. 7 people away from 500 subscribers. 500. Not 100. 500 subscribers. Now, once we hit 500 subscribers, I do think we'll be ready to start doing fan Q&As with Raw Cognizance. So, those of you who are interested in a podcast that talks about everything outside of wrestling, literally everything outside of wrestling, then this is the podcast for you, Raw Cognizance. We recently just talked about Batgirl being canceled. I'm pretty sure you'll want to hear our thoughts on that. We talked about Dave Chappelle. We got a review of Nope. T'Challa being recast. I'm pretty sure y'all have some things to say about that. Brittany Griner being arrested, getting 9 years. Will Smith's apology, I believe. And the rest of these, if you guys are new, we talked about Doja Cat getting mad at Noah from Stranger Things, Tucker Carlson, a Stranger Things review, The Boys Season 3 review, Thor Love and Thunder. We talked to strippers. We talked about R. Kelly, Lizzo, Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's gonna be lots of fun. And check this out. Right before this, we're gonna have a Marvel talk where my friend Tim Spencer Boy Wonder, and I debate over the issues with Marvel Phase 4 and why people are not happy with that. So if that's something that you're interested in, that will go live immediately after this broadcast on Raw Cognizance. So subscribe to Raw Cognizance if that's something that you would like to hear and talk about. So I just need, 6 more? 6 more. 6 more, we'll have 500 in a community tab. So subscribe today and help a brother out. All right. Let's get to it. Let's talk about Dynamite. This was a great show. Oh my God, this show was amazing. And thank you to Minneapolis, Minnesota, Target Center. Wasn't a sellout crowd, but damn it, did it sound like one. I think going forward, it will be a sellout crowd. Now that we got Punk, Omega coming back, Bryan Danielson back, Cole getting ready to come back, it's gonna be a fat show. I can't wait for it. This is so good. I thought everything about this show was amazing from top to bottom. We opened up with that coffin match between Brody King and Darby Allin, which was bloody. Lots of blood and gore. I loved it. Darby Allin beating up Brody King with the skateboard, busting him open really, really early. And then Darby Allin basically being tossed around, getting ragdolled. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I loved it. Of course, you had an appearance from Malachi Black and Buddy Murphy, who again returned. They returned. And it looked like that was it. Like 3-on-1. Darby Allin lost, right? Nope. Because here comes Sting, who came out of the coffin and ran off Buddy Murphy. Then Malachi Black was like, "You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me?" You want a piece of me? Sting threw him the bat. Malachi's like, nah, walked away. Not before they did a stare off though. Oh, I want that match. The match between Darby Allin and King, Brody King, was amazing, and here's why. Throughout the last few weeks, months, maybe months, Brody King has basically had Darby Allin's number, just dominated him. And every time he did that chokehold or sleeper to the outside, and Darby Allin would fall out of his arms, he would win. I love that. That's a storytelling element. The sleeper to the outside where he falls down. Well, guess what? In this match, Darby Allin had a chain in his hand, and he was choking the fuck out of Brody King while he hung over the ropes. And then, just like how Darby was hanging off of his off of a sleeper, now he had Brody King hanging off of the choke, the chain choke. And then he let him go. He falls into the coffin, and that was a great finish. He falls into the coffin and wins the match. Such a great finish. That was awesome. See, little shit like that, the storytelling, the storytelling elements of these matches that we see, that is what we need. Because, like I said, the wrestling across the board has been great from both shows, WWE and AEW. Maybe even NXT. I don't watch it, but yeah, even NXT. But it's those moments like with Darby Allin choking out Brody King just like he did to him in the last two matches, and then winning the match that way. That, my friends, is what separates AEW from the pack. I'm sorry. Y'all can sit here and tell me Raw and SmackDown is great because Triple H is taking charge. And yeah, I thought SmackDown last Friday was fantastic. But Dynamite is still the best show for moments like that. And now that we have creative coordinators, we have certain things that we're improving on each show. Jim Ross is finding his passion again. We got a ton of gods tonight. A ton of them. Sorry, AEW is still the number one show to me. It could be me being biased, and maybe that's just going to be how it is going forward, but I just love this opener. Just like I also loved the tag match following it. It was Los Ingobernables, aka Andrade and Rush, taking on Cero Miedo, Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix. This match, what the fuck? This match was insane. If you're a fan of luchador wrestling, magnifico. There were a couple of moments in there where miscommunication was seen. You could tell that, okay, well, you wasn't supposed to be here at this point, you know. But I'm sorry. I just feel like again, when you watch matches like this and you see the storytelling elements, what's been the storytelling element of this feud? The mask. The mask. See, Andrade and Rush at one point in time wrestled with mask. Both of them wrestled with mask. They came out to him. You saw them come out with their luchador mask on. That's what they wrestled in. I think it was in Mexico or whatever. Well, they took them off. They took them off. Now, they want to do the same to Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix. And that played a factor in this match, especially when you see Penta have his mask tied up to the ropes, and to save his brother, he had to break his coat and rip off his mask to save the match. And I love that, who's their manager again? Whoever the manager is, he tossed another mask inside the ring for Penta, and then not Rush, it was Andrade. Andrade got the mask and then threw it into the crowd. And that got heat. That was awesome. Like, little things like that make me so happy. Like, I want to see more of that. Just really good storytelling elements that just help get over how fucked up these guys are. How evil and just petty these wrestlers are. And then put some sympathy on the baby faces. You know what I mean? It's just so good. Just so good, man. Now, Los Ingobernables, Andrade and Rush end up winning the match after, Andrade hits the DDT on Rey Fenix. Now, this is important because next week, in a special edition of Dynamite called House of the Dragon, is that Game of Thrones? I think that's a Game of Thrones spinoff, right? Well, House of the Dragon spinoff, I suppose. It is basically the name of the episode next week. AEW Dynamite House of the Dragon. It's going to be the start of the Trios tournament. And Los Ingobernables with, what's his name? Dragon Lee? I think it's Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee. They'll be taking on the Young Bucks and a mystery opponent. Now, they teased it being Hangman Page. But they went backstage after the match and they did the whole, hey man, let me talk to you, man. Young Bucks are talking to the former world champion, Mr. Cowboy shit. I said, hey man, look, we had some good times, we had some bad times, but I'm still gonna remember the time that we took over this company as the Elite. I'll never forget that. And we're in the city that you won your world title in. Hangman, I want you to be our third partner. And then Hangman said, no, thank you. As soon as he said no, thank you, confirmed. Kenny Omega's coming back next week. Kenny Omega. Sorry, I did it wrong. Kenny, by God, Omega is coming back next week. Oh my God, that's going to be awesome. Kenny Omega next week with the Young Bucks taking on Los Ingobernables. Yo, it's a good time to be a wrestling fan. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Imagine that pop Omega's gonna get. Oh man, I'm excited. It's gonna be good. We had some promos between Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho donning the Lionheart gear, and Jon Moxley basically saying, I consider this the FTW title. He hates the term interim. He's like, no, I'm not the interim champ. I'm the world champ. I'm the best in the world. I don't fucking know. It's just crazy to me how, Jon Moxley can, this man, and this is just how I feel about it, he has been able to take whatever AEW's given him and excel with it. He's been a great and excellent world champion. For real. I'm gonna be scared to get to not Dynamite. I'm gonna be scared to get to All Out to see how the crowd reacts. Cause I know it's in CM Punk's hometown, but man, Moxie's been doing a good job. I don't think I want to see him lose that belt, but he has to, because CM Punk never got a run with it. That's the sad part, man. That's the sad part. I don't know. Shit. Damn. Well, we'll have to figure that one out. We had Jungle Boy on commentary as Luchasaurus basically hits the ring and squashes Anthony Henry in like 5 seconds. But then after the fact, Christian Cage appears on the Titantron, and we see Jungle Boy run backstage to hop on his ass. Not like that, but to beat his ass up, and security had to carry him away. But not after Luchasaurus just basically snaps and beats up everybody, and even Jungle Boy's like, yo, bro, you alright? So after seeing that, I'm thinking, I think Luchasaurus is going to turn on Jungle Boy at the pay-per-view and help Christian win the first match, and then Jungle Boy would get him back in the rematch. That's what I think. Miro, the guy that people say is unhappy, showed up in a promo behind scenes and starts talking about how Malachi Black has dragged him into the dark, but hell was empty because all the devils were here. That's when Julia Hart appears and asks him to embrace his new gift. And then Miro said, Only one woman gets to touch me. Only one woman gets to touch me. Lana is the best. Lana number one. Sorry. CJ is the best. CJ number one. Whichever one you want to go with. He accepts the gift of the pagans, and he'll use it to destroy them. So there you go. Sting, Darby Allin, Miro versus the House of Black. And All Out. I want it. It's gonna be nice. These are some good ass matches for All Out, man. With the Hobbs, Powerhouse Hobbs is backstage, and he's interrupted by the Factory, who's all like, "Hey, let us handle Ricky Starks." And he's all like, "Don't make my problems your problems." And we go to the ring. Sanjay Dutt, Satnam Singh, and Jay Lethal were all like, "Hey, Wardlow, if you give us a title match, we won't come back and beat your ass up." And then Wardlow said, "Bitch, all you have to do is ask." He comes out, he's like, "Yes, but I'm gonna kick your ass by myself." 1-on-3. And then FTR's music hits. And I'm just I'm jamming to it. I'm jamming to it, man. That song goes hard. They run him off, and yeah, there's that. Daniel Garcia says Bryan Danielson should thank him for giving him a paid vacation. He owns him. He owns him. Jay walks off the screen and comes back with some poor girl to choke her out. Also, Jay is like a ticking time bomb now. Nice to know. And then they announce next week it's going to be Bryan Danielson versus Daniel Garcia in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Let's go! But also Bryan Danielson will be on Rampage this Friday, so look for that. Ricky Starks, absolute Ricky Starks, who comes out as a babyface, took on his former partner Aaron Solo, and he won with the spear. And that's that. Post-match, Stark celebrates while Willa Hobbs smashes a TV. He's angry. So that's building to a match at the pay-per-view. Ass Dad and the Ass Boys. That's what this says. This is Billy Gunn and the Gunn Club are backstage. And we have Stokely Hathaway approach the Gunn Club. "Hey, you should leave Billy Gunn and come with me because he sucks." And he's all like, "Give me this card. Get the fuck out of here." And he's like, "All right, goddamn." And then Danhausen rolls up and says, "You will fight me and the beard. You will fight me and the beard man. The beard man. Beard man on Friday. He's a really good strong wrestler. He's a good strong wrestler. And Danhausen, you will fight Danhausen. Yeah." I'll work on that. I gotta work on my Danhausen is very good. It's very good. It's good. It's a good impression. Not so good impression you are. Still, I'll curse you. Yeah, I'll work on it. So Danhausen rolls up with yeah. That's he revealed that Eric Redbeard is gonna be his partner for Friday. That's hilarious. I'm sorry. Jade Cargill took on Madison Rayne, and she whipped her ass because, of course, she did. It wasn't a bad match, actually. I didn't hate the match. I thought it was pretty solid. But you know what would have been a better match? Mickie James. Sorry. Jade Cargill after the match gets attacked by Athena, who then runs her off and holds up the title. Athena needs to beat Jade Cargill. It's time. I thought Jade had a great run. I'm ready for Jade to move on to bigger and better things. Jade should go after the World Women's title. The Women's World title. The World's Women's title? The top title. Okay? I think Athena should beat Jade. Athena should hold the TBS title, and Jade should go after Thunder Rosa. And then maybe Jade beats Thunder Rosa. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. Calm down. We'll see. Oh yeah, I do think Athena needs to beat her. It's time. So I'm excited to see what Athena will do with that title while she, holds that. But yeah, Jade Cargill, man, I can't believe I'm saying this, but she's one of the best projects. What am I talking about? I totally believe I'm saying that. She's amazing. She's been amazing because she likes to learn. It hasn't gone to her head She doesn't think she's hot shit. She knows that she's getting better every single time. So I can't wait to see that match. That match is gonna be fire. Yeah. I am currently 4 likes. I am currently 4 likes away from 100. So help your boy get to 100 likes. I'm close to it. Let's see here. I think the next segment is Thunder Rosa, right? Yeah, it's just basically Thunder Rosa talking to Tony Storm backstage and saying, well, you're the #1 contender now. So I guess we're having a match, right? Cool. Bye. That was literally it. That's it. That's all they said. I guess we're having a match. Peace. You know, I was like, all right. Main event. Here we go. Lionheart Chris Jericho versus Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. This match was outstanding. One of the best main events in Dynamite history. I mean that. This was awesome. First off, Chris Jericho coming out as Lionheart Chris Jericho. I loved it. Loved the entrance. Loved the pyro. He looked like a boss. Rick Ross. The boss. The best. Chris Jericho is easily becoming one of my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time. If he already isn't. He's up there. Yeah, man, he's amazing. He's just awesome, especially at his old age. And when I say old age, I mean like 50s. He's not no spring chicken no more, y'all. And he still looks awesome. He'll be wrestling like Sting. Jon Moxley comes out, gets a big pop. The match starts, and Chris Jericho is wrestling like Lionheart Chris Jericho from the 90s. The arm drags, the moonsaults, the Hurricane Ranas, the Frankensteiners, the springboard drop kicks. There was a point in the match where Chris Jericho rips out the earring from Moxley's ear, and it's like a faucet of blood just spewing out of his ear. You're like, lots of blood, lots and lots and lots of blood. And then there was a spot in the match where Chris Jericho ripped off the turnbuckle pad, and he hit the exposed turnbuckle head first, and then he started bleeding. We tried to get an interference. They almost did. They almost didn't succeed, but Sammy Guevara threw in a bat, and then he overshot it, and the bat went over Chris Jericho's head. Chris Jericho had to roll outside the ring, and Aubrey Edwards had to really, really like play it off. Like, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that bat just go sailing over his head, and then he rolls back inside the ring and hits him in the face, and they played it off very well, because Sammy's like, fuck. But Chris Jericho made it work, so that was good. Lots of near falls. Chris Jericho hooked. I love this. He hooked Jon Moxley in the walls of Jericho, and I'm not kidding you. They immediately went to a commercial break, and in picture, you can see Jon Moxley be in that freaking. He was literally in the walls of Jericho for the entire commercial break. What the fuck? I know that shit hurt. He was in the walls of Jericho the entire commercial break. One of the best pictures I've ever seen. That was awesome. I don't care what anybody says. And then he sold that shit. He passed out, and then he woke back up, and he did the Hulk Hogan. Arm, and no, brother. That was awesome. But it came down to Chris Jericho basically getting choked out. Moxley choked him out with a red naked choke, and that was it. Jericho was out, and then he lost. He tapped out. And then after the match, JAS runs out, and they start beating up Jon Moxley. They start beating up everybody. BCC come out. Still wasn't enough. As soon as I saw Chris Jericho pick up the world title, I had a feeling. I'm like, okay, is he coming back? This is the best time to do it. And then you hear, look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. The crowd lost their mind. By God, CM Punk is back. It was crazy, pandemonium, high energy. That boy was healthy, 100% healthy, running down the ramp, beating everybody up. helped out Jon Moxley, ran everybody off, crowd's losing their shit, gets inside the ring, and then he faces off with Jon Moxley, face to face. Oh, and they turn their head like Rock and Hogan. They turn their head like Rock and Hogan. And then Jon Moxley flips him off and walks away. And that was it. CM Punk is back. The champ is back, and he's healthy. Can't believe it. I guess it was, see, I can't trust this guy no more, because this whole idea that he was walking around nursing his foot, putting it on ice, I think that was a ruse. I think he's been healthy. He's been healthy. He just pretended he wasn't to surprise us. Son of a gun. But yeah, it's crazy that he's still able to keep us guessing. And this man, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. Now that he's back, I guarantee you MJF is not far behind. I guarantee you MJF is not far behind. You hear me? MJF is not far behind. CM Punk means the return of the worst possible human being that we all love. I am excited. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I just told you we're getting the return of not just CM Punk, but Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole, and MJF. We's about to take over. Y'all, if y'all not watching Dynamite right now, what the fuck are you doing? I get it. You want to remain in your bubbles. WWE is better. AEW is better. How's about we just kill the bubbles and watch everything? Everything's great. Raw is great. It's getting there. 3 hours still sucks, but it's getting there. SmackDown's great. AEW's great. Wrestling's great. It's great, y'all. You should be happy to be a wrestling fan. It is the perfect time to start watching wrestling again. I am so happy that things have started to pick back up. I cannot tell you how happy I am, how proud I am just to be a wrestling fan right now. Punk is back, Omega's coming back. Things are about to get so goddamn good. And I guarantee you, MJF is not far behind. So give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts about Dynamite tonight. I thought it was a great show. I thought it was awesome. Holy crap. So before we get to the live chat to see what y'all talking about, I would like to plug one more time Raw Cognizance. Raw Cognizance, we are literally just, I think, a few subscribers away. I'm at 497 subscribers. I have, let me see here. Yeah, 497 subscribers. I need 3 more, and I'll be at 500. That would be massive. Get me to 500 subscribers for Raw Cognizance tonight. Let's make it happen tonight. And then also, one last time, I wanted to plug the YouTube memberships for those who are coming in now. So yeah, Kris Statlander's hurt. Omega's coming back. Rush. Look at those masks, man. Those masks are dope. Ric Flair is crazy as hell. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, hold on. I think I passed it up. Let me do this really quickly. There it is. One last time. I wanted to play that. So, those of you just coming in, 50% off your first month memberships. 50% off. Get in on this. Get in on it. Okay? Get in on this. This is probably the best time if you're going to be a YouTube member. Get 50% off. Family, VIP, Superstars, the Elite, sponsorships, League of Megastars. So many things that you guys can really hop in on. Thank you for those who continue to support me. and support Alex's World. All right, Super Chats, you have the floor.
Are you gonna do one for the Trump FBI raid?
I am. We're gonna record this Saturday. It'll be up next week. We gotta talk about it. We gonna talk about it. We got a lot to get to. So, definitely, I gotta be sure I get that one in for sure.
If you check my Insta, posted concept art of my mask.
Your mask? Oh, bro, you gotta link us to it on your Insta. Link us to it. All right, so I see a bot here. Let me take care of that really quickly. Sorry about these bots in my chat, y'all. It'd be like that sometimes. It'd be like that. I got the bot. All right, so what y'all talking about? The COG 97 just subscribed. Welcome. Good to have you here. Oh, y'all, I guess y'all are fans of Mickie James here. I noticed everyone's all like, Mickie James is still so fine. Hell yeah. Oh, Mickie, you so fine. Hey, Mickie. Yeah, AEW should get Mickie James. Bring her in as a coach. That'd be pretty dope. How do we feel about Ric Flair? How are we feeling about Ric Flair? Because I think he needs to be locked up somewhere before he kills himself. You know, I can't do it. People are saying members only. If I do members only, the problem is, I'll cut off certain people from accessing. Which, you know what? I should probably, I am gonna change it to subscribers only soon. And the ones who can be in the live chat have to be subscribers anyways. So we'll make that work. People are telling me Kota Ibushi to AEW. All right, wait, where did y'all hear that from? I didn't say anything about that. I said Kenny Omega. Is that? Oh, people are hoping that it's it's Kota Ibushi for the match next week. I mean, I'm not against it. I don't think it's Kota Ibushi. I think it is Kenny Omega, but all right. How do I feel about Sonny Kiss? Right, Sonny Kiss is having a match on Friday. Okay. Is she fighting Parker Bordeaux though? That guy that Paul Heyman said was the next Brock Lesnar? Uh-oh. Kota Ibushi said he wants at least one AEW match. Oh, he can definitely come on over. Come on over. I'm not against that. Would us mods still be able to chat even if it was members only? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll test that out later. I am gonna do a members only stream eventually, but I need to get more members. I don't think I have that many. How many members do I have? I think it's only like 10 members. I think I only have like 10 people who are members right now. I think Mr. Unfamiliar makes it 11. So like it'd be 11 people in the live chat. So I'll tell you what. I'll do a members only stream when I get at least 20 people become a member. And it could literally be like 20 people with $3. No, I think it has to be $5. Did I say $5? Yeah, it has to be 20 people with $5. If I get 20 people do $5, we'll do a member only stream. Right now I only got like three people who are $5 and over. That's a lie. Let me see who the members are really quickly. I gotta keep an eye on this stuff. So I'm looking up the. Let me see. Members on my YouTube page. Monetization. Membership. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I was at 11 and I lost 2 more. I lost 2 people. Damn it. That sucks. Yeah, so I'm at 9. So we're definitely not near enough for a member live stream. Again, I need at least 20 people to do a members live stream. 20. I only got 9 right now. And of those 9, I have 3 VIPs. I have 4 families, 1 elite, and 1 superstars. So we're gonna have to get that up to at least 20. We get 20, I'll happily, 1,000%. I will happily, seriously, I'll happily consider doing a members live stream. But for now, I'll keep the live stream open to the public. Ric Flair should have stayed retired. He's not Iron Man. Tell me about it. People are saying go check Kota Ibushi's tweet yesterday. I mean, I'm not good at reading. Oh, thank you. Well, Cleo Does Everything did it for me. He translated it. Okay, it says here, Kota Ibushi tweeted yesterday. Yeah, he said, I have high expectations for AEW, so I'll go 3 times. Wow. I can't promise that the card will be assembled correctly, but lovers can. All right, so he basically just teased he wants to go to AEW. Bet. I want Kota Ibushi in AEW. I wants it. I likes it. And I wants it. I likes it a lot. So I can't wait for that. How we feeling about Kris Statlander? Casey Morgan, not related to AEW. Amari Miller deletes Twitter because she says Athena is the first and only African American NXT Women's Champion, and she discredited Sasha Banks because she is both German and black. What's going on with Amari Miller? The hell? Interesting. Thank you, Khalil Does Everything, for helping me out. How do I feel about Golden Lovers versus FTR in a 30-minute title match? I feel like that would be the greatest tag match in 2022, if not the best match ever. Kenny, are you on Twitter? Send it to me on Twitter. Guys, for the most part, send me everything on Twitter, because I catch it like that. I was told my Facebook page is still my Facebook page is still being worked on. It was taken down because of a DMCA strike that wasn't really a DMCA strike, because I got it checked by Facebook and they cleared it. So now they're working on it. I got engineers working on it. They said give them to the end of the week for any updates. So I'll reach out to them on Friday. So hopefully it'll be back up. It's been out for a week now and it's ridiculous. I know. Trust me. I'm really annoyed by it, but damn the brakes. Facebook. And by the way, let me know if you use Facebook and you lost a page recently. Let's say you have a Facebook account with a fan page and it got taken down recently. Like, have you been having the same issues as me? I'm very curious to know, very curious to know how, oh, well, can you send it to me on Instagram then? The Instagram link is down below. Yes, Twitter is a cesspool. But how Facebook's been treating you? Because I think Facebook is kind of garbage anyway, so I'm not all that bothered by, but still. I still had a good page going for a minute. Happy birthday! Ultrashot 97 just turned 25 today. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Thank you for celebrating it with me. Firestar Heart, tell the crowd what your Facebook issues are. Alright, how we feeling about Dynamite? How we feel about Dynamite? CM Punk returns. Oh, people always... Yeah, wish Ultra Shadow a happy birthday. Show some love to Ultra Shadow, whose birthday is today. Happy birthday to you, eh? Happy birthday to you, eh? Happy birthday, dear Shadow. Happy birthday to you. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-bow, eh? Shadow. Here's to you. Tony Khan signed Dragon Lee too. Yeah. He got Dragon Lee under contract. Damn. Dragon Lee. He's gonna be massive. Dragon Lee versus Kota Ibushi. Imagine if they get Kota Ibushi full time though. Imagine if they get Konosuke Takashita and Kota Ibushi full time. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, man. How we feeling about CM Punk coming back? Are everyone excited about Punk? Because I am. Someone says she needs Sheeta versus Rosa. One good time. Oh, that'd be a great ass match. I need that too. Yeah, people went crazy for Punk. Look in my eyes, what do you see? The count of personality. That's so good. Yeah, that was good of Punk to fake an injury. I think he was playing this entire time. He wasn't actually hurt. He was just trying to throw us off. Apparently, he has tagged me on the post and Instagram, right? Let me look at it. This is Instagram, right? Okay. All right. Yeah, here it is. All right. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Not bad. Not bad. Good stuff, man. Yeah, good concept art. I like it. I like it a lot. So, yeah. Good luck. Good luck for you, man. That's a really good concept art. Are you like a luchador wrestler? What's your style? I have so many questions. Sorry, you're gonna have to tell it to me in the live chat. But yeah, that's good, man. For real, Kenny, I wish you all the best. I hope things go well for you. Nickname I, YouTube member and Super Chat champion. Nickname I is in the building. Good to have him here. Yeah, Dynamite was really awesome. All right, yeah, y'all, that's basically it. Let's go ahead and cut it off here. So as you file out, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, click the bell for more content. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Of course, you got donations from PayPal, Patreon, YouTube membership, and then Cashapp and Venmo if you want to help me out too. Yeah, man, just stay tuned for more content. Friday, SmackDown and Rampage. Then, as I said earlier, I will be interviewing Victoria next week. I will interview her on Monday. Yes, WWE Victoria, legendary Victoria. I'll interview her Monday, and the interview will be posted that very same day. But it'll only be available to YouTube members. So YouTube members will get access to Victoria. Or you can wait till next Friday, whichever one floats your boat. In terms of what's to come down the pike, basically just build up to Clash at the Castle and All Out. That's basically it. So stay tuned for that. And one last time, Raw Cognizance. As soon as I'm done with this, I am going to be posting my Marvel talk. That's going up immediately after this. So around 11:30 p.m. Central Time. If you guys want to watch that. So leave your thoughts. Catch you guys next time. Thank you for joining me right here in Alyx's World. A place that is and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Peace.